welcome back to Fair Play Racing League for the final time this week. We are here at Azerbaijan, Baku, for our second and final sprint round of the season. Obviously, this week you've seen Tier 3 have their hectic sprint race with a very surprising winner at the end. And obviously, Tier 2 had their goal on Wednesday night once again. A bit less hectic, but still very much final laps to decide who was going to win the race, the main race. But I am your host, Silverside Boy, joined alongside.
It's me for the second week in a row. Double duty for the cruiser.
Yeah, but we love it. Got nothing to do on the Friday night as we watch Crack Lads breaking pit lane doesn't know how to exit the pit. He breaks the white line. I hope that's a penalty.
Well, we've seen a few people crash at the exit of that pit lane, so I think going over the white lines
I don't know what you're talking about. Little... Not like you did it.
No, I didn't actually. No, I didn't crash. No, seems like obviously Flat Lads is in a bit of a move on to get this lap time early on the board. And
as I see Formula Racing 4. I don't know who that is.
Must
be somebody already in
that
the
if
league.
I'm correct is J Undisputed in Tier 3.
And we got watch the debut of Pumpkinhead, get pole and watch him win.
Yep.
I don't know if that's going to be possible because you've got the likes of Nigel and Reese who are, how should I say it, very much further ahead of
it's J.
else.
I knew it was one of the J's in Tier 3, I just don't remember which one.
Aviation.
Yeah, it was JSY. And we got extra danked with an E instead of a 3, or a 3 instead of an E even, cheering on by Pumpkinhead with the name of Alistair. So
I can't see that. That's not updated for me yet. But yeah, as we watch Pato had to make his way over. Obviously, we, as an RB, the Racing Bulls, had a what should we say, a mixed fortune.
Yeah. I mean, one of us is doing the heavy lifting in the team, and it's not me.
Yeah. How should I say? I was very happy with. How I wasn't happy at first, as you can contest. The start of the race wasn't the best, as Ads is going to meet up the back of the Sauber, who needs to get out of the way.
That is indeed Pumpkinhead. There you go.
To be fair, it's right to keep going around the corner, because obviously you don't want a car on your inside when you're on fast lap, because it does put you off slightly. Azad gets right up close to the wall. Obviously, he's coming up to a bit more traffic, which is going to be a little thing. Is he going to cut the corner? Yes, he is, which is what you want to gain some time through here. But now probably one of the hardest sections in the entire game. But this sets of corners, like once you're doing that 26 laps, you've got to do it clean. As you can see, Ads has put himself into none through that middle sector, doing the David Rollface strategy to gain some battery, so he can use a bit more to run to the line. As there's a Ferrari and Red Bull. The Red Bull just didn't decide he was going to move.
Oh, that's not ideal.
That was Matthew May. And I don't think it's... what?
No, it's just not ideal for collateral ads, but
he's going to get a massive toe. Look at this toe off the Ferrari in front. I think this is Stiffmeister.
That will be Stiffmeister.
It's going to be 40.2, which is actually a really good lap for... I said Shadows
Shadows.
Oh, Shadows.
That's at the castle section.
Let's see if we can find a Mercedes.
Nah.
Oh, there he is. He's not done the I'm stupid. He's a bit further along. He's done the fish sticks.
Yeah, so turns in too soon, so it's very easy to do, though.
Oh, just absolutely... it's just so easy to do.
I mean, all I will say is, though, at least this is the sprint qualifying and not the main qualifying, so... Shadows has kind of got a free hit here in the sprint race.
Johnny B goes 139.6, but obviously on a set of soft, which, how should we agree with this cruise? You only want to use one set of mediums and a soft in this section. you don't want to use both your sets of mediums, because if you don't use your second set of mediums, you actually get to keep it for the race, the main race, which is very helpful. Especially around here with a lot of safety cars. But as you see, Nigel Piggle 40.8, so obviously not had the greatest lap. Stiff Meister, that's not Stiff. That Red Bull was Stiff has got front wing damage, so he's obviously hit the wall. But anyway, Cruiser, is there anybody that you want to keep an eye on as Reese goes 39.3?
Well, obviously, Reese and Hound just about to cross the line. What will this be for the Alpine? It's a 39.3. How poetic. The top two in the standings are sharing the front row currently, separated by 200ths of a second.
As I'm watching Tomo's on his lap, and he's actually been absolute. I don't know if Darkblade's on a lap, but also Tomo might complain that he might have been slowed down. But to be fair, like
Tomo has invalidated his lap though.
Yeah, he invalidated on the next. I was watching him follow mine. At the end of the day, surely, if you are going to go on the fast side, you do leave space for the car in front.
Well, down this main straight is where it's going to benefit you. But if you catch him at the wrong time, that's where it will hurt you.
Our Shadow's gone, so how are you guys doing? I'm doing... Well, I can't lie, I'm in a foul mood. Day's not been the greatest, but we won't go into that because Cruiser's already earned that. What has happened, and
I mean, it's just get it off your chest. We're here now, and yep, tier 1.
Other than that, Showers on fine. I don't know about Cruiser. How's Cruiser been doing?
A busy Friday at work, but we're chilling. And also, I thought I'd jump in, return the favour from Monday, as it looks like Collateral Lads has run out of fuel, and Matthew May has crashed at turn 15.
Oh
that
dear.
Seems to be launched over the curb and on the outside wall. Yep, that's 2 casualties now.
I'm doing fine. Definitely not annoyed, says Shadows. Well, we know what you're like, Shadows. When you qualify low, you seem to make back.
You make it work.
Yeah, you recover very well. So obviously, Collateral Lads on very low fuel.
Yeah, he's actually ran out of fuel going up towards the end of the second sector, so he will pit. 4 minutes to go.
Ooh, slow down.
So there's L-Plan making his way out on track, and the only car currently on track right now is Darkblade, and it looks like he might abandon this lap, just judging by that fuel light.
Still going. We've still got a bit of fuel left, like not quite something.
I think he's gonna commit to this. No, he's gonna pit.
Yeah, he's just ran out of fuel. You heard the engine note.
Yep. Smart move there for the McLaren driver.
Yeah, a very decent lap for Matthew May on his debut. 38.98 on the set of mediums. Still half a second away from Reese and Hound, but Reese and Hound are. I knew I'd do Leclerc all of practice. I didn't hit it once. HM, what's HM? I'm too old for tech sports. I'm bloody 30 now, I'm too old.
Well, certainly.
I'm Pumpkinhead's boyfriend. Oh, hi. Hello.
I tell you what though, Gary, you've got quite the active Twitch chat tonight, so seems like Pumpkinhead's brought along a bit of a fan base.
David's calling me out, saying you are too old, Gaza. David, I'm not old as you, mate. Mr. 32-year-old.
Well, I mean...
To be fair, anyone who says that, younger than me, says, oh, you're old because you're 30, just say, you're going to get there one day. I made these jokes and now I'm there. I'm now there, so it is an eye-opener, especially when your godson on Wednesday started secondary school for the first time. Now you feel old.
Hey.
It only felt like yesterday that I was holding him in his arms, that he was just born. And now he's pretty much racing against me in racing leagues and going to secondary school. So, yeah.
There you go. And I tell you, we do have quite the debate in the Twitch chat as to how old we actually are. The Shadows is saying that divide David's age by 2, and you're just under me. And JSY has also said that ain't no way you're double my age. Trust me.
Oh no.
Trust me. David and Gary are. I'm not. It might sound like it, but I'm not. I promise you.
Yeah, no. You know what? This is why me and David don't. Well, I was going to say this is why me and David don't win anymore. But David won on Monday.
Sorry, Shadows is just referred to you and David as quote fossils.
Oh, for God's sake. To be fair. When you get David at Wellface on the night out, he is no fossil. That man is like a machine when it comes to alcohol. So much that I, being a lightweight, begged him to drink some of my shots to keep my face, so I didn't get taken the mick out of him. He actually drunk my shots for me, as a true friend would.
What a guy. Anyway, on the subject, well, see, let's turn away from the subject of drinking and let's focus on the driving. Got 40 seconds left in the sprint. It looks like El Plan is going to be the first driver to get their final run on the board.
Yeah, he has hit the wall a few times. We have been watching him on his lap, but he's going to just run out. Yeah, wow, 39.7. I do apologise for the spelling. We're not a family-friendly stream. We can swear we want.
Well, no, I wouldn't say that we aren't family friendly, but we are indeed professional.
Well, I can tell we're not family friendly because when I upload the streams, I make sure we tick unfamily friendly.
Stop! Stiffmeister! Where's that come from?
Ow, that was really loud in my ear. I was adjusting my headphones.
There you go, there's a reminder to turn your volume down. But Stiffmeister in a 39.2. That's Nigel's derailed the Ferrari hype train.
Oh,
and a
fuck
38.
off, Nigel.
A 38.8 for
Out
Nigel.
the window.
Yeah, welcome back.
just my anger has just come out. I do apologise to the head steward. I do apologise.
Yeah. Who else is next to cross the line? I see a Red Bull there. That's actually going to be...
I'm watching Reese at the moment.
That's an RB. That's going to be Tomo and goes 5th. Not bad.
For a tier 3 driver who's moved up 2 tiers, that's not bad. That puts me and you in cruising.
It's a good effort.
A Pumpkinhead. Me too. Oh my word.
There's Reese. Steele's getting a bit of a toe from Ad. Steele is going to go up to 3rd. The team games at Williams working a treat there.
Why does ads always have to? I've noticed this. This is the plan they always do. These two will push Steele up, and ads will get.
How stole it again!
Oh my god!
And there's an Alpine front row.
What the hell has happened?
What's happened there is reset lap on mediums, and Hound has showed how quick the softs are.
That's what's happened. I would like to put up there about 45 seconds ago. We were cheering that Stiffmeister was on top, and now it's P9.
Well, track evolution, my friend, and yep, that does it for our sprint qualifying, and Hound. Yeah, that's the result he needed, but now he's got to convert that.
38.2 it is. I'm going to say Mitchell Marshall saying 38.2 is ridiculous. That is so ridiculous. Like, what was my best time? 39.3 I set in tier 2 on Wednesday in qualifying, and that would have got me at least 11th.
Yeah. Well, it's tier 1 for a reason. I do agree with Shadows. 38.2 is mental. We might actually see some 1 minute 37s in the main qualifying session to follow.
I'd just like to say, Shadows has always put Haslock out the back row. Come on.
Well, you've always got to take positives from any situation. But yeah. Alpine 1 and 2, Mercedes 3 and 4. But the big surprise in that session, Steele in 5th. Cracking effort from him. And Clara Lads sacrificing his session to help his teammate.
Yeah, just... thing is, Steele obviously got his first points last week in... where were we last week?
Spa. We were in Belgium last week.
Yeah, he got his first points of P8. But can he go for more? Obviously, he's got 2 chances today. I did see someone asked, I think it was Mr. Pumpkin's girlfriend, I can't pronounce it, in Inglo, I'm going to call you, sorry if I pronounce that wrong. How many have these have wheels? I would say, as it's tier 1, Chris, wouldn't you say that pretty much most of them have got wheels? I think there's Catalad, Steel, I think Nigel Piggle runs pad, but I think most of them do have a proper rig. So yeah, pretty much most of these guys have the rigs. Anybody that can keep up pace with them with on a pad is just levels above us.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons why I kind of want to try and invest in a racing setup. But A, money, B, space. But
Yeah,
yeah, just. But I think, you know, I'm not even just saying there's any buts about it. It's money and space.
yeah. It's just our start on a controller and still cooking his first quarter with P8 Dam. Oh, I shouldn't have said that. Pumpkinhead. Yeah, no, it was a great qualifying from Pumpkin. He'll be happy with that. That's a great start. But obviously, Nigel Piggle's gone. Hi, Gary. I would like to just a public announcement. I do apologise to Nigel Piggle. My anger for the day has seeped out and
It might have shedded on him.
it may have shedded on you, Nigel. I do apologise. Humbly apologise. No, well,
Yeah.
I'm getting eating
I'm
now.
awaiting. I await the apology not accepted from Mr. Nigel Priddle. But
I'm gonna have to
obviously,
get. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna make a YouTube video and go. I just would like to
I
say I'm
no
sorry with
no
the face cam. You know, like the
no
terrible
no
YouTuber
no
apology.
no. All you need to do is just send a screenshot from Logan Paul's apology. That's all you've got to do, and
It's
just
only
quote it.
Gary. It takes more than that to win, but you don't care. It's just should really be fair.
Oh. I'll need
But
to invite L Plan back. However, left the session.
oh, did he? I didn't see that.
Yes, he did. I need to find him though.
Obviously, if you're unaware how this sprint weekend works, obviously you've just seen the sprint qualified, which sets the grid for the sprint, which is obvious. In the sprint, the only top 8 will score points. So obviously, first we'll get, is it 10?
It'll be a top 8 drivers in the sprint, and then the top 10 in the race.
Yeah, no, I'm saying it's 8 points for first, isn't it, or 10?
8. Yep, 8 points for first, down to last. So eighth place getting 1 point.
Yeah. So yeah, top 8 literally will get points, and then we have a short qualifying for the main race, and then it's just back to normal standards. 26 laps around this track.
Good luck.
Yeah, this track is known to me as the safety car simulator because anytime a little incident, there's either a virtual or a safety car. But I have to say,
Well, JSY, that you've got one more victory than I have in the league this season. So,
you've got one more
although it's 8 points, I mean, it's
He's got
still
more.
still a victory.
He's still got more victories than I have, and I've been here since season 2. I literally joined near the end of season 2.
Well, then again, me and you weren't really that far apart because you joined at the end of season 2. I was the start of season 3.
Yeah, you and my teammate for your first race in Spain.
And that's the only time, I've beat you until this season where you've absolutely rinsed me.
I wouldn't say I've rinsed you. You would have got that 25
You
points in Silverstone if the game hadn't screwed you over.
you have rinsed me. Nobody remembers the race; they only remember the results.
Well, as we get underway under safety car, formation lap, everyone has gone on mediums except one person, Matthew May, which may be a slight mistake. How many wins that Flo got? I'm clearly the number 1 driver. Well, I can tell you, Flo's got about 5 or 6 from last season, and has won a constructors, and very much in the last 2 seasons has been the main title fighter for the championship. So, Mr. Aviation, Alpine is DC, by the way. Alpine's apparently still DC.
Right, I'll try one more time and get him back. I did send him an invite.
That's good. Mr. Someone's been called out in chat. Aviation's real name is Dylan. Good to know. Thanks, because I'm his division head. I can call him Dylan now.
Oh, yeah.
As watch everyone go for a very heavy, aggressive like weaving to try and warm up the tyres. I didn't have this problem on Wednesday. I'll be honest. I usually don't like this track. I'm so nervous and so stiff around this track. But for once, I can say that whatever setup I was using, very much was in the flow of it.
JSY is pretty upset that you've referred to him as his first name. But JSY, let's just say that Silver Say Boy, everyone knows his name.
Yeah, it's Gaza or Gary, Gaznado.
Everyone knows his name, and it's not even Silver Say Boy at this point. We just call him by that. Love you.
But we don't. To be fair, calling you Cameron is just such a weird. I cannot call you that. It's Cruiser. It's Cruiser. Like Cruiser just sounds like a first name. To be honest, like I wouldn't say it feels a bit.
No, it's not a first name. It's not a first name. It's definitely like a nickname or something, or at least, it's not a first name.
It's easy for David Lolface because it's quite obvious.
I mean, it's pretty obvious what you call him.
But as we have the longest camera line, we'll be able to see the lights. So 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights.
I've got it off.
And away we go. As we see Clatterlads getting the host of our start, eventually the camera will lock on. As we see Nigel Pickle going on the inside.
Oh, Nigel's gone!
Still into second. That was Reese actually. That wasn't. Oh, that was Nigel. Oh dear.
Reese got caught up in it though. Nigel got squeezed there by Night Owl, and Hound is just fleeing away at the front. But Steel and Darkblade made the most of that.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to Nigel. It still locks the front wheel. He obviously still runs no ABS as there's an instant behind. I have no idea.
Pumpkinhead and Matthew May come together.
Oh no, it's not been a great sprint. He's got front right end plate damage. Nigel Piggle has front left end plate damage. It looks like Nigel tried to maybe missed his braking slightly. His L plan is left especially. Slightly missed it and just went into the side of Night Owl.
There we go.
And
we'll
that's might not be looking good because at the moment, this season, Nigel Piggle has been involved in a fair few incidents. He's going to have to keep an eye on those penalty points because obviously 5 is is it Cloy ban?
I think it's 4 points in a single event as a disqualification.
Yeah, and I think 5 penalty points is a quali ban or race ban. I cannot remember, but he's going to have to watch it because obviously we keep them going for, was it a 6 month period? Which is like 2 seasons.
It'll be a 1 to 2 season period. As there was Darkblade making the move, and Steel and Reese going on stiff minds. They're both of them making it work. Darkblade now second, Reese now 5th.
Yeah, well, everyone needs to stop squabbling for places and try and use the DRS to try and tow each other to the back of Hound, as my voice is starting to break. What happened to Pumpkinhead? He got involved in a collision with Matthew May, the 2 debutants. Thing is, we don't look we don't like to see that from the debutants. Obviously, we like to hope they get a good race. But obviously, when you join a new league, you don't know what the standard of drivers you're racing against. There's always like a learning curve to see, and obviously, unfortunately, they kind of hit each other. But
I mean, Baku's always tough for collisions.
Yes, yeah. Like I was saying on Wednesday to you in the park, I was saying how horrible. Oh my god, my voice gone. How it's so frustrating when you make a mistake. There's no much runoff to kind of accept your fate. It's either you're gonna make the corner or you're done.
That's always the problem. That's always the problem in a street circuit, though. You need to be greedy, but you also need to be accurate. As I'm just looking towards the front, that gap to Hound and Darkblade has roughly stayed the same at 1.4. But keep an eye out on Reese. He wants to make the most of this and try and limit that damage.
Craggy's got no battery. As looks like Craggy's going to look for Steel, but Steel's going to use the battery to try and defend. Steel, Craggy's going to go up the inside. Steel's going to give him all the space, and Steel does defend on the outside of turn 1. Obviously, Craggy had to compromise his line. It's always going to be, unless you get your nose in front, you are going to compromise every time. The outer line is dangerous, but if you get it right and get the space, you're always going to keep the place. There's Reese behind, still looking at the back of Craggy. Not really much anybody can do due to his DRS train. As Alpine did get back in the session, didn't he?
I'm fairly sure Elplan has, but I'm not sure if he's got control of his car as such.
He has. God,
yes, his car is.
Well,
I mean, his car's not ghosting, but it's more.
Mate, it's like watching a UFO.
It's more teleporting.
Oh. Oh! What? Whoa. I feel so sorry for the likes of Matthew May and Pumpkin Ted. That must be the most off-putting thing I've ever seen.
Yeah.
I'll try and get more of that on the stream so the stewards can, maybe decide if he requires a connection test.
I think his extra thanks put it quite
Dynamo
nicely in the chat.
Dynamo Dan's not even going to know what. Dan's like,
yeah.
Where is he? Where is he? Where is he? Oh, mate,
Dan, I think the wisest thing to do is move over.
Just move over. That car is knocked in as we watch a lovely helicopter cam. As Elpan looks for the inside. Dan's not really going to fight. Well, if the car ever decides to... Oh.
I don't think Dan has a choice here. He can't fight that.
Oh.
I would like to point.
It's making me sick.
I'd like to point out though, Darkblade is caught up to the back of Hound. He's got the DRS, and it's now the top 5 in their own little what is it, a quintet.
Can we look at previous laps? We can't look at previous laps. If you go to the pause menu and have a look at the previous laps, Cruiser, if you can.
Yep, that I can.
I wonder if Hound has made a mistake.
No, but I will say this. Darkblade was half a second faster on that last lap, and it has helped him getting the DRS.
Yeah, so Hound's not having it his own way. Steele's having a good run in P3, so this would be a great result for him to get a podium. Put Alpine in the face.
And it's now and you've now gave a kiss of death to the Williams team.
Oh, behave yourself.
Yep, I'm not telling a lie. I'm just telling you as it is, okay?
We need to be supporting Tomos here, because as the RBs, Racing Bulls, we need to support this man. As I see Clatter Lads looking to get overtaken by Shabbat, who's made a very good recovery from being at the back. As we watch this, it's like, oh my God, Johnny B looks for the inside. The outside, and I think he conks the inside. We're going to make sure to watch him as much as we can. As
Steele's been hit by Reese!
Oh, for God's sake. Oh, it had to happen!
Yep, I told you kiss of death. But to be fair to Steele, that was not his fault. Reese just shunts him out of the way at turn 2.
Oh. There's a Red Bull deciding... Oh, that's Matthew May's had another oopsie. But, yeah, Steele is going to... I cannot wait. Someone's put... You were saying Radical has put a no-no word. I just want to say, Chris, we've got 26 people in this stream. 26!
So 26 people to shun you for what I said would happen to Steele.
Can I make a joke here? 26 of you. What are you doing here? It's a Friday evening. We're grateful for you to be here to watch the Tier 1s. As Darkblade has taken the lead, by the way.
Yeah, Bob, I noticed that as well. Steele got overtook by Craggy. Darkblade made the move on Hound at turn 1 and held him off going by turn 3. But again, in Leo has put it one way, but I wish not. As there's a yellow flag at the Castle, Matthew Mays hit more problems. But on behalf of all of us at FPRL, thank you for tuning in on this fine Friday night.
Tomo's got past Reese.
We see a fight back though. Matthew
Ooh.
Mays crashed on track. This is going to be no virtual and no safety car either. As this,
Oh my
this
God, here
tries
comes
to make the move
Swiftmaster.
on Reese 2. To be 3
Oh,
wide
no.
here. Reese going for the double on Tomo. Tomo braves it.
That was very close, but I think Reese has got front wing damage.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, he
Reese has
does.
got front left end plate damage from that shunt he done on steel. And Hound and Darkblade now going at it.
Yeah, these two gonna have to, be careful, because this track's all about luck as well. Reese is gone.
Reese is gone. Yep, Reese has dropped.
Do you know
it.
what?
Might,
If Steel knows about this, he'll be saying karma. He's lost both his end plates now. No, he doesn't.
No, he's still got his front right end plate, but I think Reese might have had a slight tag there from Shadows. I don't know. I saw them both pretty close there on the intervals.
Steel right now is doing the Fernando Alonso thing for Palmer. Where's Palmer? He's retired. Karma.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't say karma, but it's certainly a serving of humble pie for Reese after he's shunted Steel out of the way. He's now behind the other Williams of collateral lads and out of the sprint race positions.
Yeah, I think right now Ads needs to hope some carnage happens in the final laps, because he is starting to fall back from the likes of Johnny B. Obviously, Shadow's actually on 2 points right now after being last. Someone's put deep.
Ads is still in this DRS train though.
Yeah, but he needs to start saving his battery. He's only got 20%, as we can see. Everyone's got no batteries. Anyway, Craggy's got 50%, but here we go. A 3-1 moment for turn 1. Dartway's at the back, but Craggy might be in the ascension due to having more battery. Battery, as we know, Cruiser, is king around here. Especially for the run to the line. Will we see anybody start trying to save it? We saw how important it was, especially in the Tier 2 race, as, oh my God, Hound is drifting through turn 3.
I think he's demonstrating how much he's pushing there, but on your point as well, battery, slipstream, DRS, we've not had a winning margin
hang on a minute.
in the last 2 races.
Look
at least in the main
battery.
races. As I will scroll up, and that explains why he was so easily overtook in the run to turn 1.
Yeah,
This is smart here from the McLaren driver. He is thinking of the long term here, and that maybe that final
also,
lap.
Stiffmeister 60% as well. Also, I just would like to put this, as a McLaren fan, the word smart decision for this season it's not really the best way to describe that team.
I suppose at least someone's got common sense driving a McLaren.
After what Oscar Piastri did to buddy Lando Norris, we can still win this championship. Not Oscar Piastri's like, screw your championship.
Well, I would more point out towards Hungary, where McLaren butchered the strategies and basically begged Lando to give up the place.
Yeah, to be fair, I think Piastri should have given it back to him, but hey ho. But I'm a die-hard Lando fan, so I'm going to say I'm going to be really biased. But here comes the two. Aston Martin
getting reeled in here.
Oh my God, here comes Dartway with an absolute swing shot. Going to have a look down the inside. It's going to force Craggy wide, but here comes Hound.
Well held.
And I think Dartway's got it. He has, but he's also going to get DRS. No, he's not. I thought he was going to get DRS and he's behind. But now Craggy's going to look to retake the move back. Smart decision of vocabulary. McLaren fans.
Craggy's thinking about it.
That was a very smart idea. He could have probably kept his nose there, but he felt better to drop back and keep his front nose intact.
Darkblade move was there though and gave him the space.
8/10 off the back of Night Owl now. He is saving his battery, so he is listening. On 50% nearly. Reese 10th, pretty sure with the damage. He's got no front end plate now. That car is going to be. Pretty much the only way to describe that car is he's pretty much driving the Mercedes from last season.
Well, I wouldn't really say that, but Reese is going to be limping to no points in this race. So all the more important now that Hound takes advantage. He's got a 9-point gap in the standings. And as it is, that's going to be 15 points at the end of this race.
Also, I would like to put out there that Mr. Aviator said this is defo the best commentating Joe. Yo, it's nice. Oh, well, we'll take that. As caution sector. Ah,
That Dynamo Dan crashed at the castle section.
oh dear. So we're going to watch Hound on board. We're going to see the. Actually, no, we're not. Craggy is not actually gaining. So obviously, Darkblade, as we go on to the final lap. Oh, Craggy's getting. Oh, God! That was a lot closer than the Aston Martin would have liked.
Craggy knows what he wants to do, though. He's got more battery than Darkblade. But will he? I don't think he's going to make the move here. He's going to save it all for that final line dash.
It's going to be close because he needs a good exit. If he doesn't get a good exit and drops about 5/10 back, it's going to be close. But it's going to be another sprint race. It's going to be decided on to the run to the line. This is why this track is very much loved. Oh, he's hit the back of... He's tapped the back of Darkblade. We won't appreciate that.
Darkblade's fuel light's on, though, and he's lifting coasting. I think he's just trying to bash him up.
Let's have a look at his fuel. 0.7.
Yep,
He's got 0.21, so he has got enough fuel to make it to the end. But it's going to be so close. But the only thing about that is that his car's going to be at the lightest, so he's going to be able to have a good top end speed due to it.
He might need some nitrous though to hold on, because Traggy is still within that half-a-second window.
But we're going to watch it, as we're going to watch it from the Aston Martin point. Well, don't forget about also Niter. Oh, Craggy's lost it! It's done! He's had the moment. I don't think it's going to be 7/10. I think Darkblade has weathered the storm and has caused Craggy to crack under the pressure. But I've said this in the past that no one get it. But it's 6/10. He's not going to get it. Darkblade's going to come across the line and he's going to take the sprint race win. Craggy P2, Hound, Tomos. There's a run to the line. Stiffmeister 5th, 6th Johnny B, 7th Night Out. Shadows with P8. P9 is Clatterads, Reese P10, El Plan 11th. But Reese may get a penalty, as obviously this season, I know that penalties are applied to whatever race the incident is occurred. So if you get a penalty for the sprint, it's going to get applied to the sprint. So maybe Reese might drop down due to his contact with steel. And also maybe...
I don't think that'll matter too much though, because Reese still finished 10th. He won't get any points.
Oh, never mind. Nigel Pickle says no, don't. I'm thinking about somewhere else. Ignore the fact I'm thinking about another league. I'm thinking about WR. Whoops.
Oh dear.
I do apologise, that's wrong factory. Thank you, Nigel. No, just wrong. Should be. That should be a wrong. It should be. You get a penalty in the
errors to make here, Gary.
Yeah, I am making a ton of errors. I'm going to make sure
The kiss of death to Steel, and now reference of another league rule set.
Yeah, it's me. I'm going to make sure I scroll through so Mr. R. Stewart, our standings guy can make sure they got the right. Well, obviously, we'll have someone with RLT, which is the live action data, which we actually put up for the drivers. So, like attacker rating, defense, consistency, pure race pace, also the tyre strategy. It's like it literally is like one driver which will complete of it literally show every stint, every part of the lap. So some drivers use it to improve, but hey ho, it's actually quite a cool thing. It's nice to watch after a race to see how you've done. And
no, it's not.
Well, obviously not if you have a shitter, but if you had a good race like me,
I wouldn't say if you have a bad race, but I feel like RLT is very biased, because I don't know if it's just me, but it feels like the stats they make up in the race, it makes you look like a wimp among everyone else, that you don't know how to defend, you don't know how to attack, you don't know how to be consistent.
Well, I'm not really.
But yet somehow you place up in like 4th or 5th.
Well, I can't complain. It gave me top attack rating. I'll take that, bosh.
The only standing is that I top of the body fastest lap attempts when I'm down in 15th.
To be fair, I was at the back after like lap 2 or 3, so I must have done a lot of overtaking to finish 4th.
No, obviously,
And
as it
also
looks
maybe
like
some
that's
incidents.
that looks like it's Hound that's going out first,
Yeah, we'll go on board. Actually,
followed
no, there's a. Is there?
Hound
Yeah.
and Johnny B.
So obviously now. Oh, I've paused the stream for some reason. My phone back in. As obviously now the track's warmed up. Well, not I wouldn't say warm, but it's rubbered in slightly. But I don't think it is. It's a different day, but obviously the game does a thing where this session will be faster than the sprint qualifying. So we should see a lot more times. Cruz obviously was saying yesterday that what's it called? We should see some 37s maybe now.
I don't think I said that yesterday. If I said that yesterday, we'd be on a Thursday. I said it
So
like 20
I'm
minutes ago,
so
innit?
not with it today. But hey, you know what I mean.
Don't worry, Gary. The dog is here to cheer you up.
Okay, redeem truth or dare. Oh god, here we go.
You,
Oh
oh,
god,
you
here we
want to
go.
know? No, right, the Dodo was giving me cuddles, everyone. We've been blessed by the arrival of
Can't
Cruz the
take
Dodo.
the attention of the
Wait, wait,
stream
wait, wait,
for
wait,
the
wait.
dog that we can't see.
Yeah, Drew. Yeah, but just so you know, he is here, and the
Oh,
Dodo
Tomo's
is
retired,
very violent. Oh, Tomo.
but he's not on track. I think he's retired in the pits.
Well, last the first challenge, it seems. As well, JSY, do your worst. Who you choosing, me or Mr. Silverside Boy? Dodo, you
Who's
can't,
picked him?
you can't sit in the headset wire, right? I know you want to be around me, but don't sit in the wire, please, okay?
As I've just heard that my wireless headphones from my phone has decided to be gone in the background pairing when I've not even touched them.
As well,
Fantastic.
obviously, Hound's on his lap. Johnny B's starting his lap, and so is Reese.
But you have to ask the
It's hard.
question. You can't say Silverside because you used my name. You've got to say what I need to do.
Well, I mean, technically, he's chose you, so it's a truth or dare.
Oh, pick truth or dare for me, and I'll. Oh god, here we go.
Well, Mr. Silverside Boy pips his poison. I'll complete the lap with our championship leader Hound. So stable first half of the lap, now through the middle sector, and this triple left-hander. It's not really noticeable, but now you notice this turn 15, it's slamming hard on the brakes, making sure you don't hit too much of the inside curb, but carry your speed. Now turn 16, a 13.6 middle sector split. I did say we might see some 37s. We might actually see that on the first run in our short qualifying session, as Hound draining as much battery as he can and saving just that little bit more for the run to the line. He's going to run out though before the DRS zone, which might not help the Alpine, but we're going to see a 37, are we? No, we aren't. It's a 38.3. Just slightly slower than he done in the sprint session. Still plenty of time for improvements.
Shadow starting his lap. Let's see Johnny B. He's going across the line. 39.2 for him. So obviously, we see some people running some medium compound tires. Stills put, all right then. Who's Comcast me? Why am I hearing Kiss of Death about?
Steele, I would like to direct your attention to the better of the RB teammates in Tier 2.
Hang on a minute. You're the one who said, "Oh, you Comcast. That's the Kiss of Death." I just said
Exactly.
it. You're
Exactly.
the one who
Exactly. So I pointed you. I said I
brought
pointed
it
you
into
because you've
reality.
been the better teammate.
Hey, sit down there in the championship. Listen to me.
I will.
I'm the number one driver.
Exactly. I will.
You are-
That technically means you are better.
You are Daniel Ricciardo because you're washed.
Exactly.
I'm the upcoming Yuki Tsunoda. And don't make the joke about me being small, and that's why I'm Yuki Tsunoda.
I mean,
You
we weren't going to joke about the fact you're short.
You always give me Yuki Tsunoda because I'm short.
Well, I was hinting at the fact you've not won a race.
It still bugs me. He's like, wow, Cruiser. Got him. Anyway,
You can blame your host for tonight, that being Silverside Boy, okay? Steel.
Aviation's paired truth or dare. I'm gonna say truth. Come on, Aviation. Give your division head a truth. There's 9 people goes 38.8, half a second behind.
I was about to
Imagine.
say, if JSY was selected for a dare there, he better choose wisely, otherwise his division head might have
He might, he
implications
might, he
for
might
him
get a
at the
race
next
ban now.
event.
I might somehow not allow him to answer the check-in now.
Race ban, reason, truth or dare upsets
Reason
me.
insults the division's head's height.
Well, I mean,
I may be short, but I'm an angry short
unless
person.
unless motivated, I suppose it's an option. Anyway, the only driver currently on a lap right now is Stiffmeister, as we've got him up on stream. Everyone else is on an outlap or in the pits. Clara Lad's actually just starting his lap now. But we'll stick with Stiffmeister for the remainder of his run. And while JSY plots his devious scheme and Silverside Boy hopes it's not a disaster, let's just see how quickly this Ferrari completes the sector 3, which is essentially just one straight line. And I see he's not really using much of his ERS. He's going to try and harvest what he can for the run to the line, use the DRS. He had a respectable sprint. Let's see what he can do for the main
But
event
yeah,
and puts him second ahead of Nigel.
yes,
Stiffmeister is on the ball tonight.
it's like stiff as. I don't believe that first sector time. It's just purple first sector. Uh,
Well, it seems like JSY was plotting the dares.
yeah, well. As we've still got caution, there is literally a slow-moving Aston Martin of Craggy moving through sector 3.
I
Probably out of
think
fuel.
Tradi's ran out of fuel, yeah. He should be okay though.
That lad's
As long as he
still.
stays to the far left of the track, he'll be fine.
That lad's green middle sector so far. Because do you have one to ask on behalf? Oh, no. If you say, "Oh, truth or dare," and he goes, "Truth," our Celtic better. No, we're not going to do that. No,
Well,
that's a risky topic after this weekend, as I
like,
found
what
out.
are you talking about?
As I found out, as Catlads does a 39.4, goes P6.
We don't talk about football, okay?
Yeah, no.
We
Well,
only talk about it when we win.
We can talk about it because my team absolutely demolished this weekend. Let's go.
Yeah, and my team got absolutely demolished this weekend.
Well, if we can talk about football for a second as we watch Pumpkinhead go on,
No.
it's obviously unfortunate in the sprint. We had to use the RS on this trip. I'm going to say, Shadows, do not, as I said to Cruz, I'll give you a tip. Do not use the overtake at all until the run to the line. As you hit the DRS to the run to the line, that's when you start using your overtake. Because what you want to be doing is using as little battery as possible throughout the lap. As you can see
Oh,
here.
Reese is gone!
Oh no!
Reese is going to be last for tonight's race.
Oh well. Once again, Steele will be going karma.
Well, yeah. What was it I said in the sprint? It was humble pie. Have your cake and eat it. I think Steele says to Reese.
While we go on about football, Cruiser, did you see the
Ugh.
magical thing that happened last night? I'm sure
Yeah,
everyone has heard it.
indeed I did. The mighty San Marino national team won a game for the first time in 20 years.
Did you hear? Have you? You need to hear this record. This is absolutely insane. They've in the last 20 years they've played 259 games. It was
And they've
259 to
lost.
1 win now. It is.
Yay!
It's a better result than as
This doesn't
Pumpkinhead
change.
playing Andrea.
This doesn't change the fact though that San Marino scored against Denmark.
San Marino didn't score against them, right? They scored against Liechtensteiner.
Yeah, no, that's the game that they won, but he scored against Denmark a few years ago.
Oh, yeah, they did. To be fair, San Marino is a team that is not really, Oh, you mean when you said they beat England last night? I didn't know. Did I say beat England?
Oh, radical, never change, man, never change.
I'll be honest,
we
I
don't-
was half asleep at that point, so I may have said that. But yeah, as we watch Dark Bay come through I'm just going to call it the little kinks, because that's what they are. Do you remember on 21, Cruiser, when those corners were absolutely horrible to drive through? You put full throttle and the car's like, nope.
Yep, dog was going absolutely mental for some reason.
Dogs,
See, now you all know I wasn't lying. Cruiser Doggo is here.
I just want to put out there that the last time we had an animal cheering on the driver, like screaming out for a driver, was all the way back in season 3 in a social race. TJM's hamster squeaking in the background, and it was for me that day.
And what happened?
Singapore. What happened in that day? I actually finished P4 in that social race in Singapore. So thanks TJ's hamsters. Yes.
Yeah. Anyway, we've got 6 minutes left, and the Doddle is still going mental. Here's the Doddle. Who do you want to dispense your good fortune to tonight?
I think you should do it for this man. We're on board right now.
Dynamo Dan?
Yeah.
We'll see. Well, he had a good showing around Spa.
Yeah. I think, he's just not got the luck this season. Dynamo Dan hasn't. It's either he gets involved in a silly incident, or he just makes a simple mistake and just falls behind. But we all know Dan's got the pace. We've raced him last season.
Just if he can use it. But while we were talking about Cruise the Doggle's good fortune, Nigel Piddle just put up in second place in a 38.5. And next over the line, I think it is going to be Darkblade and Matthew May, and then it's going to be the two Hasses, with Dynamo Dan being behind them.
Darkblade's going to be boxing. And Matthew May comes across.
Yeah, Matthew's going for it. Matthew's going to be good here. Who's third?
Where is Dynamo Dan as he comes across the line?
It's not great for Dan.
Oh dear, that was.
Well,
he must have made a mistake.
He's got a time on the board at least, so the only way is up. He's got 5 minutes to get one more run in.
Night Owl's still in the pits. Obviously, Night Owl is well known for doing these one-lap runs. El Plan's out on that. Looks like his connection's a little bit more stable now. So he's obviously come back from the bloody moon.
Well, obviously.
Is it me or is that Ferrari really slow?
I think, he's not on any battery. I think he's made a mistake somewhere. So he's just going to use this as a second warm-up lap. JSY, I know you asked me for a truth or dare on my behalf, but unfortunately I do not have one in mind. So, Gary, for your truth, who do you think and who do you want to win around Baku?
Wait a minute, this is a trick question. This is going to commentate.
No, this will be for the real F1, which poetically
real
go to Baku next week.
I'm going.
Who do you think will win, and who do you want to win?
Who I think will win, it's probably going to be Lando Norris. I think he's going to put. He's just going to drive for himself now. After last week's antics from Oscar, I think Lando's not going to take any shit from Oscar anymore now. I think he's just like.
No.
And who I would love to win, in the bottom of my heart, or who I would want to win. I don't want to say that. It's not going to happen, but I can only put it into the world. Ollie Behrman. I want Ollie Behrman to get in that ass, replace Kevin Magnussen and win the race. That'd be like, it has to be like, right, Kevin, you're off.
That would be stuff of legends, to be honest.
Off.
JSY is very close to getting banned for suggesting Lance Stroll will win. You're very close to getting timed out for that.
Well, Shadow says I still didn't have any point. Did you turn your battery off through the castle section? Because if you turned your battery off during the castle section,
let's just say that you don't want to really use your battery until the final sector, full stop. It's about when you time it to use your battery, though. You don't really want to use it at all.
Yeah, I'll be honest, I had issues with it in qualifying. I don't know if it's just because of the setup I was running on, was it called Wednesday. I was able to generate a lot of battery in the race.
Yeah. A couple other names in the chat from the Truth or Dare. Johnny B's in the chat. Good evening to you. He says that Oscar will win. And Nigel says that Charles Leclerc will go back to back.
Yeah, it's probably going to be Charles.
You know,
But
I'm gonna throw a name in the mix here. I'm actually gonna say Hamilton will win. That's who I think will win. Who I
the thing is,
want
when every
to win.
time the 2 times Hamilton's won
I
this season, even the non-Hamilton fans have gone, "We've liked that," because obviously it's been so
Hamilton's who I
long
think
since he
will win.
won. Like, obviously, I don't know if anyone saw what Nigel Pickle was like after Silverstone when he won. Like, I've never seen Nigel
I can
Pickle
only
be
imagine.
so smug in writing ever in my life. To be fair, he's a big Hamilton fan. Like,
Obviously.
and I'm a Hamilton fan, so it was nice to see. But to have 2 wins, some
Well,
people might say
2
the
wins in
second.
3 years.
Yeah, some people might say the Spa one was given to him, but at the end of the day, he still had to be in the position to have it given to him. As we watched quite a lads on the back of El Plan. Is that El Plan or Stiffmeister? No, Stiffmeister. That's Stiffmeister, so he's going to get a massive toe off Stiffmeister.
Well, he's in the. I hope he doesn't get held up yet.
Aviation has put, if Lance Stroll wins, I'm changing my Xbox gamer tag to Pookie Stroll.
Yep, Pookie Stroll. I actually sincerely hope Lance doesn't win now for that reason.
You know what would be really funny? You're going to have to commentate and say, here comes Pookie Stroll.
Yeah, I think I might just hang up the gloves, honestly.
I'll
hang up the gloves. I will hang up the gloves if Lance Stroll wins.
I still don't understand how Stroll's still on that grid.
Money.
They're never going to get anywhere.
Extra thank you, said Pinky Promise. What makes it worse though is I know we're on board for the final runs. JSY says that FPRL Pookie Stroll, so it'll be restricted to us.
Oh god. I don't want that. As we watch, we're going to go on board with Stiffmaster in front because he has pulled away from quite a lads a bit. Here comes Stiff through turn 15, very close to the wall. And let's have got even a better run out of that. It's 1/10 down, Stiffmeister is. What is quite a lads? We'll find out. He is going to get a toe though, so this could completely change the whole lap. As I think Nigel's gone into the wall.
No, he's hit Draghi.
Oh. Well then, that is a big...
That's a double disaster for Mercedes.
As Stiffmaster does improve, Cat Lads does not. I think Shadows is 1.5 tenths up. But he's going to get a toe from the other Alpine, maybe, if he can get a bit closer. But are we going to see any times there's Pumpkinhead goes P3. Matthew May has got a big ass toe from the McLaren, and the McLaren's going to get a toe from somebody else as well. But Night Owl goes P2, so it's a 1-2 for Alpine again. Nigel Piggle, I think, has lost his front wing, but Matthew May, here he comes to the line.
And doesn't improve.
But Darkblade does, Matthew May does. They've closed the gap, so there goes the Alpine 1-2. Pumpkin Pace, Shadows P8. Steele's done, and I think that is everyone. No plans in the pit. That is done. Hound takes pole for the main race. That is an absolute bollocks pen. That deserves a restart. Well, I need to know, Cruiser, as you are league management, and the rules are that if we want to call one of them, we'll have to ask if you think we should restart it.
No.
Yeah, but I can't say Nigel.
That's not in my position.
It's kind of a bit biased if I asked you, Nigel, because you're the one doing that. As Sid Sandwich is in the chat. Sorry, Nigel. I would ask you normally, but as you are racing and it is involving you, I can't be asked your opinion. I got out the way in the only suspect.
Right, so Nigel says that Craggy hit him, but I didn't see it. David, if you're in the chat, give us your thoughts, because right now. Well, Nigel says, okay. And Tragy's here, and yeah, we're gonna have fireworks in the Twitch chat. So this will be fun. Anyway, it's pretty cloudy in Baku, and we're gonna have yeah, as I say, Nigel and Traggy gonna have it in the Twitch chat. We're gonna have a couple of minutes of an interval, and we get ready for a final race this week in our Tier 1 Azerbaijan Grand Prix.
Oh, just getting pinged from
A
everywhere.
quick drink.
Yep, as we wait for the host to decide when we get underway.
Well, it's down to them. What I will say is, though, is technically, if someone readies up early, it will need to be a restart, despite what happened on Wednesday when it didn't really happen.
As I've just seen in the Tier 3 members that one of the other guys has just already called Aviation his name. I do apologise for that, Aviation. As we go, oh, it doesn't matter. I got out the way. It doesn't matter. I got taken out. I'll get taken out turn one. Anyway, lol, are you for real? No, I'm a mythical creature. Severely endangered. Well, we are going ahead. So that's one thing. Once again, I do apologise for the misinformation that I gave about the thing about the penalties in sprint. We do not do that. I do completely ignore that. Because I am stupid. As Charles Leclerc would once say, I am stupid, I am stupid. See Tier 1 Lounge for clip. Well, Craigie, I can't see the Tier 1 Members Lounge. Cruiser, on the other hand...
Well, I can.
Could you also see if what you think on it?
Well, I am watching it. I will leave this impartial to the stewards. And... Yep, I will leave it to the stewards, but all I will say is that things happen.
Oh, I said I was going out of the way the best I could. Okay, right. Have we had another radical situation?
My 2 cents in a penny in this is I don't think anyone's really at fault.
I think it's just a miscommunication. Would you say?
No, I think it's just bad timing for the pair of them.
Right, fair enough. Like the radical incident on Monday. The radical moves out the way to not hit the back of the cars in front, and the car in front of him moves the same direction, and they just collide and pull.
No, well, Nigel has
It's
kind
not
of
a
corrected you.
miscommunication on track. Nigel, come on.
Yep, Sid. I agree. Yeah.
Yeah, well,
I'm not going to repeat the comment.
we're never gonna get.
But I agree with Sid.
We're never gonna get sponsored by EA here.
Yeah.
We are never getting sponsored. Also, well, we got along.
I mean, we can try.
Well, as no one's gonna do it, Cruiser, and I'm also very thirsty because my throat's up. Someone has used the drink for both of us. I didn't see when, but Shadow's put any times now ad. And he's like, oh, he heard me because he's going. So we are going.
Well, seems like it.
If there's one thing that we agree with, Cruiser, and one thing we can give to the driver strategy-wise, it's hards will go forever. So anybody using hards here, when I switch over to the tyre compound, you have pretty much... You are very much...
I mean, if they'd done their homework from Tier 3, they've seen David Lawface manage at 25 laps, and it's a 26-lap race.
I did 21, and the tyres could still go, and the tyres were still only at like 25%, so there's still a lot of laps in them. For some reason, the hards just do not wear around here. It is very dark, cloudy, overcast at the moment, so...
quite a bit, actually, yeah.
I would like to see a bit of rain to spice things up. We're absolutely roasted.
The last thing we need around Baku is rain.
As my friend has just pinged me a message saying he's just packed R9 Ronaldo on FIFA twice. Lovely.
Message your friend back. It's September. The new one's out
Just
in
to
2
let you know,
weeks.
both tradable.
It's still September.
I know it's September, but hey hey. But as we wait for the drivers to get around,
Yep, life in early September.
yeah, obviously soon.
Well, actually, tell a lie. It's FIFA in early September. I think that's yeah, very very fair comment.
As wait, sounds like a good fodder. FIFA in early September,
Yeah.
yeah, pretty much where
Life in early September.
every
Playing
girlfriend hates that
FIFA
time.
just to try and get 99 rated body West Fotheringham, which is the levels we've stooped to now.
There's 3 times of the year where girlfriends hate their partners. 1 when Formula 1 comes out, 2 when the COD comes out, and 3 when FIFA comes out. Because they don't see their other half for like ages.
No, maybe that's why I haven't seen another half for 21 years.
You just announced your age. You're keeping that quiet.
No, well, technically I didn't, but at the same time I did.
Anyway,
Hound, you don't want to do that in the race.
hey, it's a Catalans thing to do, that is.
I'm just saying you don't want to do that in the race, okay?
Oh dear. Please do it in the race. That'd be a really good fun.
As Reese has done it in sympathy.
I really hope it disqualifies.
Actually, no. Actually, tell I. That was Nigel.
Oh dear, Nigel.
Of course, it was Nigel.
Of course it was him. He was just getting more heat in the tyres.
Exactly. Yep. Exactly. He's gonna cut your rear tires.
But as we watch the lights at the front, and we've got 4 lights, 5 lights.
Got a telescope.
And away we go as we see Catalans once again using his host advantage start. Boom. As no one's going to make a dive bomb into turn 1 this time. It looks like everyone's got through nice and tidy. Yep, they all have. I had to check for a second. Reese is already getting in position on El Plan. He's going to look for a move on Dynamo Dan up the inside. At the back, but we're going to keep an eye on front as Darkblade and Hound will once again go for a bat. Oh my god! Oh, Matthew May has just tagged Darkblade. It's not entirely gone wrong. He's only finished down 7, but I think Darkblade will be very young as there's a front wing loss for somebody. Front end plate. I don't know who that was for.
Nigel pedal front left and front right end plate damage.
Oh dear, it's not gone well for Nigel today.
Nope.
As we see Craggy looking for an inside move on Stiff Mud, they're going to have to sort themselves out before the castle section. Craggy is going to back off to allow Stiff the space to slot in. A pumpkin in the mix will cook. We're not in September. We're not in October just yet, lads. As Steel is falling down the field. Oh my god! Oh, Darkblade's connection has decided to push him back. So some people have gained positions.
Yeah, he's lost 3 places because of a lag back. There's not any front wing damage though, at least visually.
As we're looking through the field to find out who lost. Someone else lost the front wing. There was a dark blue car. I don't know if it was one of the Alpines. Well, but speaking of the Alpines, Night Owl is all under pressure. Hound has basically done a Verstappen and buggered off. Matthew May need to watch out for the car behind him. The kick-stab of Pumpkinhead, who looks very racy today. Hopefully this race will go better for him. Maybe we have a lovely camera off that wall. I'm pretty sure some guy's hanging off that wall, getting that shot.
Well, we'd certainly give him his flowers for that. Let's have a look at the positions graphic though. Biggest loser at the start, arguably Nigel for getting a new front wing. Darkblade down 10 places. Biggest winner, definitely Tomo Z up 6 places now to 8th as Dino Dan has caused the virtual safety car.
That's the first one.
Is a
first one of the day.
Yep, damage front wing. Looks like he lit up the rears at the exit of turn 3 and spiked into the wall.
You're going to have to be really slow and careful through the next session because he has no grip, so he doesn't really want to push too hard, or he will go into the castle walls and will probably DNF. Nigel probably was hoping for a full safety car here. Dynamo Dan.
Oh.
And guess what? He can't serve it because he's got front wing damage. It's going to box him.
Well, it's a long road to recovery now for one of the Haas drivers. As another one has gained a place on Tomo. Yep, he's lost out there quite badly.
Yeah, Catarads now up to P10. Matthew May has got past thing, but Night Owl is getting absolutely swamped.
Oh my goodness.
As we see
Yeah, but
everyone draining their battery except Stiff. Or Matthew May's going to defend the inside. It's going to be an absolute dive.
oh my god.
Oh, I'm going forward.
Oh my god, Pumpkinhead's gone. Pumpkinhead's travelled off to Narnia, it looks like.
Oh no! Every time Paul is. Oh, Dan's gonna probably. Yeah, that's it for Dynamo Dan. It's 2 laps.
I mean, no, I would say keep going, but yeah, drive through front line damage in 10 seconds. Basically, the tic-tac-toe of race over.
Yeah, so Hound is already 4.1 seconds. Night Owl is doing an absolute. He is doing Fernando Alonso all those seasons back in Hungary, fighting like a lion. Just there isn't a Mercedes behind.
That's all he's got to do, though. That's all he's got to do is just build up the gap for his teammate. It's 4 seconds already. How's doing what he's got to do? But Night Owl certainly earning his flowers tonight. Reese is up in 11th place. Make that 10th now as Tomo's retired at the castle.
Virtual. And it is Tomo's out.
VSC.
And it might...
Trash at the castle section.
Oh dear, another person's been claimed. Oh well, that's us from RB's just racing balls are done. former racingist said the R word. I don't think the stream chat has the power to call it. Because it'd be constantly.
I mean,
only I have
I'm not
the
gonna. I'm not gonna say anything. But for extra dank in the Twitch chat, Pumpkinhead got caught in the curb at turn 1 on the outside, and it just carried him way too quickly. Had to take the runoff area.
I'm trying to practice a GT7 league. What happened? I don't know if there is much practice you can do for GT7 as a fellow person who plays it. As Craggy's going to look for the inside on Matthew May. Oh, he's going to put. Oh, he pushed him in the wall.
I think Matthew's okay though.
Yeah, it might be line damage. If Craggy does get past Matthew May, he's going to have to be careful when slotting in because it's very easy just to think you've got the gap and then slot in and then you just get your rear tyre caught on the car behind. Steele is P6 in the middle of this whole thing, watching it with a bucket of popcorn. Yes, I've said my famous line. Dark Blaze P7, Clatterwags P8, Reese P9, Johnny B P10. You got Pumpkinhead who's going to try and regain the positions that you lost due to going straight on in turn 1. El Plan, the UFO, am I going to nickname him? Still holding it down in P12. Then we've got Shadows, who I think had front wing damage and had to box. I didn't see him box, but he's gone a hard, so he knows he can make it at the end, and so does Nigel Piggle. So if there is a safety car, they will be back into the race.
Craggy and Matthew got front wing damage.
Oh dear. Yeah.
They both done it in unison at turn 15.
Yeah, has Matthew May got front wing damage? No, Matthew May's not got front damage. He's okay.
I thought I certainly saw 2 end plates. Was it Night Owl that got damaged? Because I've definitely seen 2 end plates.
No, it's not Night Owl.
No, I think it is Night Owl on the front right.
Let's have a look as it goes. Yeah, it is.
It is.
Right.
It's Night Owl and Craggy.
Well then, Reese getting the fast lap due to having the massive toe at the back. Johnny B and Pumpkinhead fighting around into turn 1. Pumpkinhead defends it off this time.
Well, there's Night Owl's incentive to back him even further now.
One of the hardest things in this race is when you're faster than the cars in front, or the car in front's got damage. As Craggy has got past Night Owl.
And Night Owl's right back past.
Yep. I know Craggy's back past. Oh, he's
to and fro, and now Craggy's gone.
And that allows Matthew May to get through.
Oh, Steve Meister's been hit!
I've still got damage as well.
I think that was Steele that might have clipped the rear wheel.
Oh
I think Steele
dear.
clipped the Ferrari's rear wheel and it just pendulum stiff-managed around.
Oh dear, still could be in trouble now. Sorry. I
To be
tried to.
fair, Traggy's antics might have caused confusion there.
I tried to do the Filch from Harry Potter. We are in trouble now. It's a big shame that David Allface isn't on the stream because I have a perfect dare for him when he's on back on comms, and it's
Right,
only.
well, next time he's back on comms, you can use it.
Yes, but I don't know if you want to do it because I know he's the only person in the league that can do it. Oh no, no! I just thought Alpine and Jordan B were going to go side by side for the final two corners.
Well,
it's not the right.
how's your ball?
As Kyle Lads is up to P6, so he's kept himself out of the trouble and is now running into the points. Dartblade.
I'd like to point out to everyone viewing right now on Twitch, this fight we are watching is for second place because Hound is 5.5 seconds ahead and how do I say this? Romping the victory right now.
I would like to say, is there a question? Could Hound dominance be boring for FPRL Tier 1?
Apparently not, because as it is, Reese is scoring, if I'm correct, that is 6 points. Hound on 25. It was 15 at the start of this race. So quick numbers, that is going to be a 34-point gap for the Alpine driver with 3 races left, as it stands.
Yeah, it's going to be very, very hard to gain that down. But yeah, Reese needs to get a move on. He wants to minimise the damage that this race is going to cause.
I've never heard the word mitigate.
Yeah, I heard that. Is this what happens when you get woken up at 6:30 in the morning when you start work at 12? Because your mother decides, oh, I need to tell you things before I go on holiday. Yeah, you just lose your mind.
Thomas Cook waits for absolutely nobody, mate.
She's not even going abroad. She's going to North Hampshire to go on a hike.
Oh my goodness, Matthew. I think Matthew's David Knight able to hurry up.
Oh my god, no. Poor Dartblade's going to be stuck in. He's got nowhere to go.
Yeah, Dartblade
Oh
boxed
my
in,
God,
and Matthew's now through.
Oh
my
Craggy!
goodness.
Forward!
Craggy is going to make 4 overtakes in the one corner.
How? Oh no!
Matthew's gone!
He's going to be alright. Oh, he's in the pit lane.
Oh, Matthew.
Oh my god, what's going on behind Matthew, mate?
Yep, Matthew's now right in another thick of it right now in another battle with Johnny B and an L plan. Knight Owl's back ahead of Craggy though. But Reese will be happy with that. He's up 2 places now to 5th.
Yeah, well, it's 6th and 7th for the Williams, so the Williams guys will just be like, let's just hold position right now and just wait for the carnage.
We'll make sure it's not in the make sure they're not in the thick of it. But
Well,
as it is right now, it's 30 points between Reese and Hound.
Well, those two are going to gain 2 places because they're going to jump the likes of Craggy and Night Owl, who have both front wing damage, so they are going to have to change it.
Well, they're nursing it right now, but Hound is 6.5 seconds ahead.
Yeah, I think
this is very quickly becoming a fight for second place.
Yeah, I think we're going to be interviewing Hound.
Yeah, definitely.
20 odd of that.
That's if they keep it clean.
And also if there's not a safety car, which we give a percentage wise, as I watch Steel get absolute Tokyo Drift out of turn. Is it turn 16? Turn 16.
That'll be turn 16. Yeah, I think Steel's rear's tyres are starting to let go a little bit.
Yeah, it's about the time when the mediums do start to feel a bit rough. As Reese is boxing. Yeah. Reese is calling it early.
Reese is in.
He's going to deploy a undercut here.
Well, gets himself some clear track as well, which is what he wants. It means then he's safe from whatever happens in front of him.
No front wing damage as he drives through his pit crew. That poor man. Why would you have to run him over? There's no piggle.
Because the front jack man applied for the job and he knows what he's putting his life at risk for.
Here comes Steel.
As Reese is actually going to be out
behind Shadows.
Just behind Shadows.
Almost has left the
DRS though.
Session, which is what because he's already out.
Yep. Reese knows he's got to make this overtake.
And he does.
Shadows didn't really fight that too hard, did they?
Oh!
But he gave him a token on the way past.
I don't like laughing at them, but that was quite comical. I actually thought he was going to drift it around the corner and still stick it around the corner and carry on.
Well, apparently not.
That was actually quite impressive, that was. Shadows probably absolutely has had Code Brown. I would love to know if he has, actually, because he's just watched a sideways Mercedes. Luckily goes to
I don't think he'll text him
He just
drive,
shook
though.
the steering wheel. He just shook the steering wheel, so he obviously has had a Code Brown, so he's obviously answered.
We applaud the communication.
Stiffmeister, some Toko drift influence there. Stiffmeister with front wing damage on P10, very much on his own. As Steel and Catalans have had swap position, but people are stopping now. So the likes of Catalans and Night Owl are going to deploy, as the Alpine guys are not changing the front wing. Would that be a mistake there?
Obviously it's manageable.
Catalans, no front wing, which is also it'd be. As he is in front of Reese. Obviously, Reese with the half spin has lost time, but now he's going to have Matthew May behind him, and it also his teammate. So here comes Matthew May onto Reese. This is not something Reese really needs right now.
Not ideal, but Matthew and Reese they need to work together here and try to catch up against the collateral lads. But Night Owl, crucially, is ahead of Shadows.
Yeah, that's a big bit of gap. 7 seconds of worth of gap in front of him. As we go back to the fight for second. There's Pumpkinhead and P5, 1.1 seconds off Still obviously out the DRS of the car in front. We should see these people boxing, but the medium run is starting to thread in now. Code Brown confirmed. Golden Shadow says CDAV17, that happened to Locker before Castle unghosted at the wrong time. It was radical, yeah. The ghosting is so inconsistent in this game. Sometimes you saw what happened to Monkey Boy on Wednesday Cruiser. It did not ghost for him, and he lost all his front wing when he was on for a fight for the win.
Never ideal.
No, it's never ideal. Never. As a Pumpkin has actually gained time or steal somehow through the run to the. Oh, he's clonked the wall side on.
He's not lucky there.
Shadows has got repassed Night Owl. This is something Night Owl does not need. To have what you would say a slower car on walk because of the tyre delta holding him up.
Well, unfortunately, that's what's going to happen now because Shadows. Yep, Shadows is just minding his own business. He doesn't have to move out the way.
Hound's having some issues. He's dropping time. Wait, it was 6 seconds. It's only 3 seconds.
I think this is just tyre management now for Hound.
Maybe.
He knows he's got that buffer between himself and Shadows. He doesn't have to worry too much.
Unless he's made a mistake we haven't noticed.
I certainly wouldn't think so, unless Darkblade and Tradi are just fighting and pushing like crazy to catch up. Hound's had this race under control.
A CD has put, long time no speak. Hope you guys are well. Been a long time. Yeah, it has been a long time. Hopefully
Indeed it has, Connor.
CD
Welcome
can start
back.
speaking again. Maybe. But Hound still 3.2. It looks like he might aim for a late pit stop. Nope. Continues on for another time around. There's Darkblade choosing to go, but there's Craggy zooming right past.
And yep, Steel's pitted, Pumpkinhead's pitted, Johnny B carries on, and L-Plan's in the pits as well.
Yeah, Johnny B is literally just going to have to keep going until a safety car comes out at this point.
Or a miracle.
Yeah, or a miracle, but Pumpkinhead into the box, onto a set of hards for 15 to 16 laps. Still in front, we're still going to plop out here. I mean, right behind us.
Ahead of collateral lads.
Yeah, collateral lads obviously.
That's a surprise.
Yeah, that is very much a surprise. But I should get past Pumpkinhead here. He's had an absolute awful exit and has no battery. Here we go. Pumpkinhead's going to defend the inside, but here comes Lads on the outside. Pumpkinhead's going to refight it.
Yep.
Yeah, that's
Smart move.
yeah, that's going for a bloody smoke screen. It's like Steel is like puffing out his a vape out his helmet. Come forward his line.
Well, that's all I will say. Around this track, the lockups and smoke screens are terrible.
Yeah, but even with players who are not running running ABS, they still smoke, and I just don't understand why. And you watch, like, if you watch on board with Steel, he's not locking the front, so I don't know where the smoke's coming from. It's like a visual bug, which is still not.
I think it's just excessive oil. I think we'll put it to that.
Excessive oil. That sounds like...
Yeah, excess oil.
I can't speak. I cannot speak. As his Darkblade and Craggy still once again switching positions over again, but they're still going for another lap. As Hound has boxed. So
He's got that window to shadows. This is important for the Alpine driver.
As we watch Hound, where is he going to filter out? Shadows may jump him.
He should be okay, and he is. Even the pits there are shadows, and quite comfortably actually for Hound.
Still Night Owl is getting frustrated behind this Haas. Shadows doing a very good job. There's one thing about Shadows he's good at, very good at defending his position. Should know, obviously racing him last season. Pumpkin has got back past Fingers. Clatterads and Reese go for battle for P10, but he's going to have a double whammy of the Mercedes behind him. Obviously, we've seen. There's Matthew May getting a real big squeal at the back. We've obviously seen the incidents between Nigel Pickle and Clatterads on track over the seasons. Hopefully, we won't see that again. Those two are very, very fierce races, so it's not like malicious incidents with each other. It's just like they're fighting so hard. There is a bit of a rivalry there. It might be down to one being a Mercedes fan and the other being a Ferrari, but we'll...
Well, regardless, it's rivalry renewed for Clatterads and Nigel. Reese very much the middle of that sandwich, as Darkblade and Craggy are going at it again, but I think Craggy is going to dive into the pits here, judging off of his line, and Craggy's in. This is going to be to try and jump ahead of Shadows.
This is very strange. Well, I'll say this is very strange between the McLarens. There is a gap where they can both box and they won't get held up. It's just like, when are they going to box?
It's how quickly the tyres heat up. If you're Darkblade, you need to pit soon.
Craggy didn't repair his wing, but for big news for Craggy, he is now in traffic, and he's going to have the likes of Steel, who's P7. Got the gap that's there. We see a little bit of a lock-up for the Williams driver, as Clatterads has been overtaken by... Oh no, Matthew May's gone!
Oh, Matthew.
Is that going to be a virtual? Oh, he's reset to track. Yep, we definitely caught that on stream. We definitely caught
Matthew.
Oh, Matthew. And now he's got a red Ferrari going around his outside.
He's got both Ferraris behind him now.
He's not going to defend, is he? No, he thinks better of it. But
yeah, it's been a terrible race for Matthew.
Oh, no,
and it's just got worse.
It's got worse, and somehow he did lose his tyre or whole front wing there. He's got to be careful. Your tyres have lit up. You've got to be slow on that power. I would never know because I'm on full traction.
Me too. Anyway, well, we're halfway through the race, and currently McLaren 1-2, but Hound is our net leader as it is. But Shadows is now actually going to find himself in a net second place.
Yeah, he's now going to be doing the Ralph Wiggum. Who's the person who can do a really good Ralph Wiggum? Is it Monkey? I'm in danger. That's what Shadows is feeling right now.
Well, I certainly wouldn't know what sort of emotions he's feeling in the crash helmet.
Really
but Darkblade is in, and Johnny B carries on.
That really hurt my voice. I'll never do that again.
By the way, Gary, I am not doing the Ralph Wiggum voice.
Oh, it's you. Right,
I am not doing it.
Somebody in chat dare him do it because he has to do it.
I will refuse.
I will
I will
refuse.
refuse, and I will pay you back in another disastrous race next time out around Kota.
Do you know what? Do you know what? You only do it when it's in private parties and there's no stream on. One of these days, I'm going to
Exactly.
get you to do it on the WR stream.
Yeah, one of these times I will.
You know what you
But
need?
that time is not now.
You know what you need to do? Your next one's in WR. You need to go, I'm in danger, like halfway through the clips.
It needs to have the appropriate follow-up, though.
It's like the Monkey Boy Kirk Shaggy.
In, o- in other news, Night Owls got ahead of Shadows, and Matthew May has called it a night.
Yeah, that's our third retiree. 3 different teams so far. And I can tell you this now. Could we see a race with no safety car? Because it's looking that way so far.
Absolutely not, now you've said that.
Well, I'm trying to wish it into... We need,
Right,
we need something. We need something to change.
Right, Trady, we apologise for your crash in around 20 minutes time. But I give it 5 laps. I apologise for your crash
Why
inevitably.
have you called out Craggy in all of this? Who just left?
Because you were the one that said we wouldn't have a safety car.
Cocom's drink. Oh.
Just drawn up.
I would just like to say, and he's also given me a
There you
drink.
go.
I've literally
T
just,
Davies has redeemed the drink for you.
I've
Too.
literally just gone to get a drink, and it's a Coke, and it's just fired everywhere.
Ah. As Trady's doing the double on Night Owl and on Shadows. Just gives enough space though to Night Owl on the outside. Now in towards turn 2. Trady's going to hold on. Night Owl's still there. Gives him the space, and now Trady is going to be in some serious trouble here. Not got the DRS, and all the places he's made up. He is at threat of losing.
Yeah, but here comes Shadows up from behind. Oh, it's gonna be tight. It's gonna be tight. It's gonna be tight. It's gonna be tight.
Now to make it work, Trady loses only one place.
And Steele's gonna.
There's Steel in the mix around the outside.
Oh my word! Give that man a
I
medal.
tip my hat to you, Steel. Brilliant move.
I don't tip my hat to a Chelsea fan, but I will in that case for. Oh, fuck off, bloody bot count.
And
Banhammer.
we shall
Banhammer. That's what you get. For
get the
bot.
ban hammer.
Yeah, get the Banhammer out.
We do not condone those
Bot
members
against.
in the Twitch chat requesting some viewer bots. We apologise for that. We're back in the action.
But pardon my language, but they drive me up the wall. You generate your viewers by you being entertaining, not buying bots. It's fake.
So that explains a lot about us because we are not entertaining. We are just six. I say 6 idiots. Roughly 4 idiots on a weekly basis, just chatting.
It's hit or miss, CD. A lot of this season, would you say, Chris? There's been quite a lot of. I think there's been an average about 18 drivers for Tier 1. It could be down to just Baku and not many people really enjoy Baku, but I don't think we've had. It's hard to get a full grid due to obviously how bad this game is. As Johnny B has boxed and he is 10th, but he is going to be right in front of Clatter Lads.
And now behind them.
Now behind him. But yes, we do get about 18 drivers per tier. Well, we'll get full for tier 3 and tier 2. Like, those 2 tiers are so competitive. Even the reserves to get a receipt. Some of them, I think tier 3, I've had to turn away 2 reserves once because all the tier drivers have actually checked in. Yeah, it's like usually, I think tier 2 is like a fight to see which reserve gets taken first.
It's out of like 6 reserve drivers, and because tier 2, like everyone checks in, it's like only 1 or 2 reserves that get that seat.
I think it's like some of the reserves actually have alarm clocks on for when they go out. That's why in my tier, the tier 3 I run, I don't actually tell them when the check-in goes live, due to the fact that I want different reserves racing, so I keep it quiet when it goes live.
No, aren't you considerate? Anyway, we don't have 10 laps left at Baku. It's all bulking it just avoids the barrier there.
No. Oh, thank God. They switched
and Reese
in.
Punishes him.
What track is next? Kota. So we should see a lot more.
the final 3 tracks for us. Kota, I'm just going to say them. We've got Kota, Interlagos, and Yas Marina.
We see Darkblade making the double overtake up into P6, but whoa, Pumpkin Head maybe putting his nose in a dangerous position, especially with Reese's what's happened to Reese this race so far. A 2 times XGP winner, leading the chance by 6 points. You plan? Oh, of course, Radical's just going to mention that straight away. Yes,
Go on, Radical.
Yeah, yes, he is. He is a 2-time. Plus, he could have won a 3rd race, but he got beaten by David Oilface by 2 thousandths of a second, which was just madness. I think me and Cruiser were losing it. I lost it so much that I fell off my chair and bashed my knee. I'm surprised you didn't hear, Cruiser.
Well, I think it was too invested in the moment, honestly. But like I said, we haven't had a winning margin of over 1/10 across our week in Baku.
No.
But so far, it's looking like that's going to be, it's going to not quite be 3 for 3. Hound nearly 5 seconds ahead of a wounded Craggy with endplate damage and Night Owl too.
To be fair,
Steel, Shadows and Darkblade are in the mix as well.
Steel was already starting to save back. He's on 86%, while the other 2 on 50, up below 50. Nobody going to talk about my sprint win that led the whole race. Won by 4 tenths. Yes, but what would you rather win, a sprint or a main race? I think if I won a sprint race, everybody I don't count. But yes, Aviation did win a sprint race. A very good, well-structured drive. Steel is not going to use his battery. He's just going to use a little bit of a...
Oh, Johnny B! Wow.
Oh dear, what's happened to Johnny B?
He was almost forcing the barrier there, defending from Nigel, and now they've gone.
Well, both Mercedes are out. I've done... Oh!
Safety car.
Whoops. I apologise.
No.
I apologise for wishing the safety car to come out. And Hound wants to kill me.
I mean, I did tell you there was going to be a safety car.
You said it was going to be Craggy.
I just
This
guessed the
man is
non-driver
fuming.
who would crash.
Hound is fuming. 4-second. Are we going to see anyone come for soft? Might be a valid strategy with what could be 5-6 laps remaining.
Well, at least you'll have time to make the overtakes. But it's if you need to. If you need to pit. Because if you like Craggy, Hound, Steel, even at that Darkblade, you're on fresh tyres. Johnny B doesn't have to pit. If you're Shadows or Reese, well, then again, Johnny B might have wind damage. But if you're one of the Ferrari drivers, you don't need you can pit. You're not going to lose anything. Reese will pit, no doubt, try to salvage something, and Shadows will probably pit too, just to get rid of the tyres. 14 laps he's been on those hards.
I am waiting for Nigel Piggle. It has been one of those days for Nigel Piggle. Sprint race, just the turn 1 incident. Hound is actually boxing. He has got the gap to do it. Craggy's not going to, obviously, track position. Never mind.
He's going to. That's late call.
Steel staying out.
Seems like fresh mediums, and Steel stays out.
Nah,
Who else is going to stay out?
This is bold.
Darkblade doesn't. Pumpkinhead pits. Lads stays out. So both of the Williams team are staying out. Johnny B stays out, and then everyone else pits.
So this is the same strategy that the Williams in Tier 3's pulled, and David Oilface won out of this.
The only thing I will say
Johnny
is that
B.
David had 2 laps. Steel and Collateral Lads will have to do it for 6.
Johnny B 3rd. So that safety car is actually put him very much in position. This has completely changed Nigel Piggles, but my Friday is a day with football manager now. Yeah, Nigel Piggles had a race to forget.
Friday night footy manager.
To be fair, I'm trying to think back. Nigel Piggle, this is one of the tracks that I don't think Nigel really likes very much.
We all have our bogey tracks, and clearly
yeah.
tonight I think it's been a triple bogey for Nigel.
Craggy obviously changed the front wing. Lost position on softs.
Yeah.
Where did Night Owl?
Both of the Ferraris are on softs with Reese as up. Oh, Reese. It's just Yeah, it's been well over par here for the Mercedes team.
Yeah, this might be a very damaging race for the. This is one of my best tracks go. Well, I'm only thinking from previous seasons, Nigel, where we've had a few incidents at this track, so I was only going off that. Do apologise. To be fair, you don't know shit about me, clearly. Well, no, because you don't talk, or you never tell anyone about yourself.
I mean,
It's
no,
kind
I
of
mean,
hard to judge somebody who is pretty much a mute. Never joined.
Nigel has won a championship.
Oh
That's
no,
all I
yeah,
will say.
but he's
He
never.
doesn't speak too much,
He never. He
but
never.
Nigel, we know enough about Nigel to know who he is.
Yeah, well, all I know his name. Well, I'm not even know, but I know his name, first name, real name.
Oh,
It's not.
we don't say his name, but you'd like to say mine. Okay, I see how it is.
You want me to?
Actually, no.
No,
By the way,
I'd rather not because
I
my
just want to say,
truth.
Radical is the only person that can say my name that's not my Xbox username when we
Why?
play pro clubs.
Why? Oh, what? Because you don't
Because,
pass the ball? Because you're so
exactly, because I am a greedy, ball-hoarding SOAB when we're playing pro clubs.
bodies. Yeah, I'm not bad. Just enjoying watching it. Yeah, as we watch Reese catch up the field, so he didn't luckily didn't get front wing damage. But this is going to be a very risky call for the Radical 5. That actually quite funny. It is pretty much true. Still needs to get off the back of that safety car. I have seen too many clips where that safety car becomes an absolute weapon. Did you not see that safety car in Monza? It crashed. It's gonna crash.
I don't think it will crash in the video game, but I mean, there's every chance. I mean, it's for all we know. The safety car phases through the floor.
I've been in a career mode race where I've watched the safety car crash. So it can.
I mean, technically it can happen, but it's going to be very, very rare, and we'll be here for quite a long time if it does happen. There'll be a lot of disqualifications. Let's just say that.
I remember the Do you remember the safety car in France? Was it on the last game that flipped? I don't know who it was, but it flipped tier 1 driver over.
I remember it was an F120. Oh my god, yeah, F122. What a game that was!
It was very funny because I remember David on comms.
I still remember it. It was me, yeah. Me and David Lawface were on comms.
Gary,
and
do you remember back
It was Flinny Esther.
Yes, I do. I remember this point through the start. I actually tried the same move here and got further along the side, and I still did not wear my message.
Gary got tier 2'd.
I don't care. I got P4 in the end. That's my best score for best finish of the season. So,
like I said to you earlier, Connor, Gary showed me up this season.
yeah, but it's not really much to show off when we're pretty much at the back in qualifying.
I mean, you've got a top 4.
Absolutely, just stop. These kind of safety car restarts just are very, very annoying because it's so easy to hit the back of somebody.
Lads, you know your role, and if you steal, you soar.
Yeah, Lads is going to have to deploy the full defensive masterclass here.
Reminder to all drivers: do not be on no battery for this restart.
Yeah, don't do that because I do it every time. So we're going to watch be still in none.
Watch him just blitz it into overtake now.
I don't think it was funny.
He's certainly leaving it late, which I don't blame him.
He's going to get overtaken.
He's leaving us as late as he can, and away he goes.
To fucking medium. You're just on overtake. But here we go from behind. It looks like Hound is going to look for Johnny B straight away. He's got to. Johnny B has got squeezed to the wall, and looks like Shadows might have a look by, but he's going to hit the back of Night Owl. But Shadow's got the move done. Pumped his way past, and wow, both McLarens are running the same crash hammer.
Yep, Darkblade looking for a move on Johnny B. Craggy gives him the hurry up, but Johnny is going to survive. Darkblade still on the inside now for Craggy. He's going to have eventually, and it's on 4.
No!
And Johnny hits, and Johnny's been hit by his teammate, and Craggy's got the pair of them.
No! Johnny
Papaya rules. Papaya rules.
Papaya rules. As a Hound is going to try everything he can to get past Clatter Lads. 5 laps to go. Can the Williams survive? But the likes of Shadows
Clark
there.
has got to drive.
But the
Clark has got to drive the widest car imaginable right now to survive from Hound. He's gonna go up the inside at turn 13.
No,
He's looking for it.
But, hey,
And saw him.
Hey Connor, that's how you go through that corner side by side.
Yeah. No, shame it didn't happen for you.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
Anyway,
Wow.
there are 5 laps left crossing the line and still survived the first of 6 laps. But Hound, Shadows and Craddy, they are desperate to get by his Clark lads here, ASAP.
He's doing the prayer symbols. But all I can say is, look at Hound, he's drained all his battery. And use yours! You've got 20%, he's got nothing.
He's getting a slipstream though from Steele. Oh, Hound's turned back to the inside, he sells Adge wide, and Hound's got him.
Yeah, but Adge is going to be behind on the DRS line. So Adge is going to get the DRS. But here comes Shadows. Through goes Shadows! What should I say? Through goes Sam! Sam pulls to the outside. And he's got P3.
Yep, Adge has now went from 2nd to 5th.
Adge is getting
It
bullied
could get even worse.
As we see, it's absolutely carnage with that Williams. He's going to have to try and fall. As Cedars is going, go on Shadows. Shadows could be eyeing up a win here. Because the car in front of him has going on none.
Oh my god.
It's saving all the battery, and so is Steel. Steel's got 65% battery. But with 4 laps to go, can he survive? It's going to be a massive task with those medium and soft runners behind him. As Steel gets a good exit every lap out of that the castle section. Still, the thing is, the likes of Hound, he's actually on none.
So Shadows is on 65, Steele's on 75.
Shadows might
Hound has slapped that battery on none. He's now got a full battery.
Yeah, right now Shadows needs to be using his battery to kind of like maybe catch Hound underwear while he's trying to save battery. But Hound using the slipstream, using a lot of that battery save, but still has nothing to defend. Very aggressive strategy. All we need to do is try and think he can probably still keep the podium. But here comes Shadows up the inside, looks to have a look, decides thinks better of it, not enough wrong side to have a go at it. But he just needs to be patient because he can get a better drive out the final corner. As Clatterlads is P5 and still holding on. Only 12 runners are left to go. 2 people will not be getting points. Which is all we have to say after this one, that you don't get points with so many retirees. But we'll keep him ball.
They're making the move in Pumpkinhead, and he's going to make that work up to 9th place. Elplan looking to follow him through. Pumpkinhead trying to fight back against Stiffmeister around the outside at turn 4. And the Sauber is going to hold on in 9th place here, just about. Stiffmeister braves out, but the Sauber wins that one.
As I'm watching Night Owl really pushing the likes of Clatterlads through.
Well, he's got to get a move on here, does Night Owl, and Reese for that matter.
As yeah, just those tyres have just gone off completely for Clatterlads. Well, they're not gone off, they've still got a lot of grip, but compared to the tyres around them, there's just such a big delta between them. It's not really much to do. It's like a sitting duck. Damn, speech impediment. Don't fail me now.
Well, Steele is tantalisingly outside of that DRS zone.
Yeah, the thing is, even if he finishes 4th or 5th, he'll still take 4th. He'll still take that as his best result of the season. But here comes Shadows, as he's going to look to go bye-bye to Steele, who has nothing to defend. But oh my god, Craggy with the overspeed. Oh my god, he's just cut through both of them. That just reminds me, that's like somebody, like an old lady on the bike.
Slice and dice, and the overtaking there was twice as nice for Craggy, but Shadows takes back his half. Would that technically be his third?
Pumpkinhead's falling at the back.
I think he's been overtook there by the 3 behind him in the DRS. But Craggy now is up in 2nd place.
Clatterlads is now down to P7. Yeah, that's maybe the strategy of not boxing may be the Williams downfall, but still doing well. And P4 has got a 1.4 second gap to Night Owl, who has finally been unleashed from Clatterlads' grasp. but with 2 laps to go.
It depends how much Reese and Knight will fight, though. It might cost him a chance to go against Steele.
Still could easily, if he keeps up with it, he could still go for the podium here. Which will be...
There's every chance. It's Johnny's gone!
Johnny's
crashed at the castle. He's went straight on.
That lad's got a penalty. 3 seconds for exceeding track limits.
He's still safe, though. He's still going to finish in 8th place.
How's he done that here?
As it stands. I think he might have took avoiding action there, as it looks like Darkblade, he's still nursing front wing damage, and Hound is still outside of the DRS of Craggy. Shadows and Steel are still in range, but crucially, Night Owl and Reese are in this train as well.
Yeah, well, it's going to be very close now. Clatterlads just needs to minimise the time as Johnny B has left. It just went downhill for him. He got tagged around by his own teammate. I don't know what's going to happen there. Will Johnny B put a clip against his own team? It's always a bit of a hard topic to really discuss. Will you take the chance of penalising your own teammate?
Well, I think the context of the race, it's not worth it, because Darkblade will still be on for 7th.
So I'm going to have a quick cough.
Well, we got around a lap and a half left of this, a slow burner race around Baku. Hound still leading the way, but this is the closest his margin of victory has been in around 25 laps. And we are on lap 25.
Still has dropped out of DLS, and now Night Owl is there like a shark behind him. And he's going to have Reese behind.
I think Steele's going to accept his fate here.
But remember, Reese might have a penalty coming his way from what he did to Steele in the sprint.
Well, we'll find out soon enough, but as it stands for the championship, if my numbers are correct, Hound will have a 32-point gap as we head to Kota next week.
The Circuit of Americas.
You forgot the
Circuit of Americas.
Oh, Steele, you got away with that one.
He's actually got front wing damage.
It could have been far worse, though.
But there goes Night Owl. I don't think really. I think Steele right now just needs to try and focus on not losing too much. But Darby's got past Reese.
Who's, one more I think the soft. Craddy's right behind Hound.
Yeah, but right now, if I was Shadows, I would be saving the batteries. Connor's probably telling Shadows right now to save the battery, wait for them to fight, and then go for the whole overspeed for the double toe to the line.
So
as we are on the last
unfortunately,
lap.
That's what Hound and Craddy are going to be doing.
Hound's not actually saving any battery. He now is, but Craggy's all...
He can afford to.
Yeah, as Shadows is on none. He's saving the battery. He has got the best battery by far, but they're all going to have 100%. I'm not with Shadows, says CD. But if CD was there, he'd be telling Shadows to save the battery.
Pumpkinhead's looking to score a point in debut. He's just got ahead of L-Plant.
Yeah, but we are going to stay board with this. Can Hound survive? It is 6 attempts. He just needs to not make a mistake. If he makes a mistake and allows the other two within range, it's going to be tight. But still,
again, that's 50% battery playing 65. Shadows is on 80. This is it.
Who's going to deploy first? As Craggy's gone on hot lap, Hound has gone on a hot lap, but he's going to run out of battery. This is going to be close. We're going to go on board. Is Hound going to hold on? I
think Hound's got it covered here.
Yeah, he is gaining, but it's not long enough. The finishing line's coming up, but here comes Hound across the line. Oh my god, 84,000 seconds. Shadow gets P3, Night Owl P4. Darkblade gets still on the line. Still get P6 by 1,600 seconds. Reese 17th. Cattle Lads will finish 8th and 9th for Stiffmice and Pump Your Head. Oh, Alpine got him.
Alpine stole the point back.
Oh no. On the run to the line. Pumpkinhead. Oh no. As Reese gets driver of the day from the game. But Shadows in chat is probably going to be going absolutely zip. He's going to be screaming his little heart out. Ah! As he's sitting there with his feet.
I don't think he'll be Twitch streaming like that, but he'll be very, very happy with that.
He's in chat going, "Vamos, let's go." But yes, as we're going to quickly bring up the race results so they can see. Fastest lap goes to Craggy, who will finish with 19 points. Hound wins the race by 84 seconds. Shadows half a second away. Night Owl P4. 5th is Dark Blade. 6th is Steel. Points. Both Williams have got points. 7th for Reese, but it might drop off the back due to penalty. Collaterad's got a 3 second. Apparently Shadows is not going to be in a chat, but Collaterad's P8. P9 is Stiffmeister. P10 double points for 5. But wow, 1300ths of a second. Pumpkin missed out on points. And then unfortunately lost Johnny B, Nigel Piggle, Matthew May, Tomos and Dynamite Dan from this race. Very early on for those two bottom ones, but yeah. Wow. What a way to end, as I'm going to scroll back up to see other thing. Race directory as well. Incidents. Scroll through for everyone to see.
Just in case anyone needs to. Well, overall for the event, Hound has scored 31 points. Reese has scored 6.
As I'm just going to make sure I scroll through, as I actually have got a... I'm going to say that, but yes, it's just what an end to that race. Like, all week, the runs to the line have been crazy. Yep. 84 hundredths of a second. Tier 3, 2,000ths of a second. And now, Tier 2, there was it 1/10 gap. Baku brings out the best in this league. I can say that now. Baku brings out the best. As we're going to.
Well, I've invited Hound because it seems like he's the only one we can actually invite tonight.
We'll have to see.
Well, Craggy is on cross-platform and Shadows unfortunately can't make it, but he's chuffed and needs to lie down.
As,
I can tell Hound does.
Don't forget to
well.
include your audio. It's like a breath AMSR. If you, as we are going to just stare at the Aston Martin, obviously, we'll bring up the Haas first. Obviously, Shadows getting his first podium of the season. Unfortunately, cannot do the interview due to being so late. As you can clearly hear the effort the drivers go into to race at Baku, but like. What a great podium for Shadows. He'll be absolutely ecstatic with that. And then we'll quickly... Oh, I've gone too far. But we'll quickly mention on the Aston Martin as well. Craggy was up there, pushed Howard all the way to the end on those last couple of laps. Gary, you've been commentating every race. I'm first podium. I've had 3 now. Have you? I said first podium this season, Shadows.
No, I'm fairly sure he's had the couple.
Oh well, then I apologise then. But unfortunately, we can't speak to Craggy's being cross-platform. Yeah, I've had 3 this season, you plonker. Oh, wow. I'm out coming this way.
And on that note,
I'm out coming this way. As Cruiser hasn't done much speaking today, I'm going to let him interview your race winner.
As I've not done much, okay. Well, first off, Hound, congratulations, extending your championship lead tonight by quite a sizable margin, by some 25 points alone. So that's now a 34 point gap you have provisionally with 3 races left. Obviously head to Kota next week. How do you feel?
Oh, honestly, I can't believe I won that, to be honest. Craggy, his straight line speed that race was insane. I mean, we'll have to see. Reese pace is, you know, sometimes he's got he spun a couple of times, which is unlucky for him. But it's good to have the gap again. And yeah.
Obviously with the safety car as late in the race as it was, it looks like you had that race under control. But did you consider pitting for softs at any stage?
Nah, so, I didn't save any soft saves. The softs are really bad round Baku. I mean they're not my sort of thing, but Oh yeah, so I went to the mediums. If it would have been a cruise. Well, would have. We can't tell. I'd have thought it'd have been a cruise for me if there was no safety car. I was hoping on no safety car, but when it came out, you kind of had the box because the difference between the mediums and hards is quite significant round Baku. And then luckily I managed to get around the McLaren round the outside into turn one off the restart. His tyres weren't that old, so yeah, then struggled to get past Collateral and managed to kind of pull a gap to them and get his teammate. And then I had a bit of a gap to Craggy, but straight line speed, he'd just gain it back on me, and then he'd always have DRS down the next straight. But yeah, I mean, Craggy deserved to win as much as I did. His pace was insane. So yeah.
Well, I suppose on that, there are 3 races left in Season 8 and FPRL, and we'll say all the best, and may the best man win.
Yeah.
Right, and on that, Silverside Boy, back over to you.
Yeah, well, you're not finished just yet. Obviously, sprint race this week. You got a double job. You're going to have to pick the driver of the day for the sprint, and you're going to have to pick the driver of the day for the main race, or feature race, whatever you want.
The sprint race is going to be pretty obvious. That's when I go Shadows. I think pretty self-explanatory.
So Shadows is your driver of the day for the sprint.
Shadows is the sprint standout, and driver of the day, I think you can all tell by the amount of effort he's put into that race. Despite at one stage being smooth sailing, it was a bit of a stormy patch, but weathered it out, and Hound gets my vote for driver of the day.
So we've got Shadows for sprint and Hound for main race, which is a good choice. I probably would have gone Shadows on both. Because I think Shadow was down.
We need to switch it up a little bit.
Yeah, I think Shadows deserved
if it wasn't for his good performance in the sprint, he'd have got the main. I think he'd have been a good shout for the main race.
Remember, Shadows boxed early.
Hound will get my vote.
And got the track position. You're biased though, Gary.
Anyway, that's going to be it for us. Unless anything else has to be said.
I don't think there's anything else other than I'm having a conversation with someone doing this. Obviously, please join us on Monday night, not Sunday. Monday night, as our tier 3s will be back in action at Kota with. I think it's going to be Cruiser and Monkey will be returning. I think I've done my one showing on tier 3. I don't think they like having their division head on comms. But yes, I can no longer show my bias towards one certain driver on the commentary.
Regardless though, for tier 3, you don't want to miss it. We've got 7 drivers in with a chance at a championship. So tune in this Monday, which will be the 9th of September, where our tier 3 drivers take to the circuit of the Americas. So don't miss that, 8 PM UK time. Be here, be at the FPRL Twitch channel, and I will see you on Monday night.
Just quickly also interject, obviously all these streams are uploaded by myself, exported from Twitch by myself to the FPRL YouTube channel, which is FP Racing League. Please go and give a subscribe. We've got 78 subscribers. All the races for this season will be in the Season 8 playlist. Obviously, we had last season's as well for Season 7, so you'll be able to catch up with whatever happens. All 3 tiers will be in there, so if you want to go and watch your favourite moments, if you're a driver or you're a new viewer and you missed what's happened this season, go and watch them. They're all up there, so yeah. My sellout is coming. So yeah, thanks FPR. So yeah, thanks for watching. Once again, I'll say this again from me and Cruiser. Stay safe. Yeah, good night.
Good night and a goodbye.
That was the worst.